Hi, and welcome to another Pick a Card General Tarot reading. That was a bit tongue twisty for some reason, I don't know why. So, today I just want to thank one person in particular for being so patient with me. You've been requesting this video for literally the last 6 weeks, and finally, I'm doing it. Now, I was a bit hesitant to do this. I'm going to try my best to steer this reading to be more positive, but as we know, Spirit and I have a very open and honest relationship. They deliver the message, and I simply read it as I see it. So today we are covering COVID-19 3 months from now. What does the future look like for you 3 months from now? Again, I'm going to try my best to steer this into a more positive direction, but I will never, ever use this channel to lie or manipulate this information, and I always aim to offer honesty and clarity, as well as the guidance that Spirit chooses to share with us. So we have 3 piles today. As always, please take your time to figure out which of these 3 piles resonates or draws you the most, I guess. The first pile, we have this pangolin creature. Now, I chose to use different, compared to the crystals and the rocks, different kind of tokens, I guess. So this one came inside a chocolate, actually. And the second one is this pumice stone. I don't even know if it is really pumice, but it came from the beach. It's very light, and it's just like, it's so hollow that I feel that if I press it too hard, it might just crack. So the third one is this beautiful little object. I don't even have a proper label for this, but it was my sister's, and it sort of seemed like it was fitting for pile 3. We'll figure that out when it comes to it. So please take your time, figure out which of these 3 piles is for you. You can pick more than one pile if you would like to, but when you are sure of which one is most connected to you, check out the timestamps below and join me in your reading. Hi, Group 1. If you chose this really cute, precious little pangolin creature, then this is your reading. So today we are asking Spirit about COVID-19. As I said in the intro, I'm going to try to keep this light. I just want to offer honesty, but I do want to hopefully get a positive spin on it. So Spirit, what is going on for Group 1 3 months from now? What does it look like in terms of the pandemic 3 months from now? We have the 9 of Swords reversed as our first card. I'm going to leave that little guy over there. What else, Spirit? Group 1, the pandemic, Spirit. What can you tell us? That's a lot, Spirit. Maybe just one. Okay there. The Group 1, please. COVID-19, 3 months from now. Okay, I will take that one. What's going to happen 3 months from now? We've got the moon as well. I'll read those 2 together. Sorry. I thought I saw one flipped in there, but we'll see if it comes out again. 3 months from now, Spirit. COVID-19. What's happening 3 months from now, Group 1? You may be in separation with someone. That's just a message that came through right off the cuff. And 3 months from now, Spirit's saying that you will still be in separation, but you'll be healing. I'm going to try not to just focus solely on the love aspects, though. We'll try to get messages about your entire life. Thank you so much. Bottom deck energy from Spirit is the Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay, so first of all, this is going to be a very new period for you. Okay, so Group 1, I'm not focusing solely on love. What I'm feeling for you, 3 months from now, you are going to have opportunities. They're going to be things that you are waiting for or expecting for quite some time. It's still going to have this feeling of being fresh and fun, not necessarily too serious, but I feel hesitancy here in terms of how the offer is presented. It's almost like there's a timid nature to this. The Knight of Cups is a romantic kind of person. They're a playful energy. They are in touch with their emotions. But in terms of like a general feeling, I do feel the shyness and the timid sort of nature here. And that horse is really hesitating to step into that water. So there could be hesitation on your side of accepting this offer. Now, I'll be clarifying with my Old Faithful today, my Queen Slipper playing cards deck. So the first card that we got for you was the Nine of Swords reversed. I strongly feel that Group 1, you'll be coming out of a period of feeling sorrow, of feeling isolation. Many of you are going to be pushing yourself to step outside of this feeling and to be more positive. More than anything, I see that you're releasing a fear that you've held on to. I do feel positive about this. I really do. Now, this doesn't say that life is going to return completely back to normal in 3 months' time. In fact, you will still be somewhat withdrawn. You may be working from home right now, or an opportunity may present itself where you are able to continue your work, but not in your usual environment. For this card, I feel as though something is definitely shifting in your career or your workplace or just how you get money. It's going to be somewhat creative, and it does involve you working alone. It's not to say you aren't working in a team, but I just feel as though you're either working from home or you have the opportunity to work differently to how you worked before. Now, this is something that you like, but it is something that you're a bit afraid of, okay? We have the moon here with the Nine of Swords. It's something that you've been subconsciously concerned about, or it's just something that has fear in it for some reason. So Spirit, why do we have the moon and the Nine of Swords here? What would you like me to tell Group 1? This is something you're going to love. You're going to feel highly passionate about this, okay? It's actually something that Spirit is asking you to embrace, but it's just because it's unknown and it's new. There's naturally going to be fears there, but with this King of Wands, I feel that it's going to be quite creative. It's going to require flexibility. You're going to be very passionate about it, though, and you're going to feel very grateful. This will give you choices. It's not meant to limit you, and again, I'm really feeling that you're going to be offered something. It has flexibility. It has this feeling of community, but again, I feel as though you're working independently. This is going to be... wow, that's a lot, Spirit. Gosh. So it's secretly something that you've been asking for. You may be waiting for communication right now. I just feel as though it's a new opportunity of communicating. Goodness, that's very specific, but it has something to do with a wish that you've been secretly hoping for. Maybe this is a job that you've recently applied for, or something that you're currently on the drawing board about, if that makes sense. You're currently manifesting this situation. It will require you to be clear with your communication, okay? This is the Knight of Swords, so I really feel as though you need to act quickly when this offer is presented to you to show that you're interested, but just be careful with your communication. The Knight of Swords can indicate clumsiness, and it's not always the most clearest message. There's a hastiness to it, and it's almost feeling as though it's rushed. So you're going to be very passionate about it. It's going to be fast moving. It's going to require you... No, see, with this Three of Wands, what I feel is that there will be some compromise, but it's something that you have been planning and hoping for, definitely. For many of you, this is going to give you a lot more security and a lot more freedom in terms of your future. You'll be able to start feeling as though you have more options. You'll be feeling as though suddenly you're not as limited as you thought you were. Because with this Seven of Cups reversed, it does feel like you may be very confused right now, or there's just this feeling of daydreaming and kind of wanting more, but not sure how it's going to ground itself. We have another clarifying card that came up twice. This is the King of Swords again, and it's up here as well. So you are coming out of a period of confusion with that Nine of Swords reversed. But again, this is confirmation to me that you need to communicate very clearly. There's going to be a rushing feeling about this, like you need to rush in, but just be very clear with your communication, okay? The King of Swords isn't someone who is hasty. In fact, the main words that I'm seeing is reflective and guarded. So I do feel this hesitancy here, but it does. Again, we have the Knight of Cups. This is an offer coming. It's definitely something to do with your money and how you get money, how you make money. So that is what I'm seeing for that column. Now, moving on, we have the Eight of Pentacles here. The Eight of Pentacles, to me, talks about mastering something. It talks about committed effort, success, and having a vision, a plan, and being really proactive with it, if that makes sense. So what I'm seeing here is that you're going to be distracted by the way that you, either the way that you work or this new project, or it just really feels like you're investing a lot of your energy in one single thing. Now, that's not a bad thing, and in fact, the Spirit is encouraging it because it's going to twist the wheel in your favor. I want to get a bit of clarity, though, Spirit. For most of Group 1, is this Eight of Pentacles work, health, or family related? For most of the people in Group 1, work, health, or family related? Can we get clarity? It's about your passions. Oh, okay. So for some of you, you are currently in separation from a loved one, not necessarily romantic, but this is helping you distract yourself from that. It's proactive distraction, Spirit saying. So your heart is elsewhere, but your passion, this is going to help you take your mind off your unlucky love situation. So this is something that will bring you good fortune because it's a positive way to invest your energy. I do feel that it's somewhat creative as well for the King of Wands to be there. It's going to make you feel very passionate. It's going to give you an opportunity to channel your energy into a project, if that makes sense. And the Three of Pentacles can talk about starting a project with others. But I'll figure out, what is it about? Is it work-related? It might be work-related. So with this Queen of Pentacles, I do feel that it is intrinsically linked. So it has something to do with monetary value or status, or just something that can generate a profit for you, for sure. And for whatever reason, it's going to elevate you and your fortune. I'm seeing this in many ways. Obviously, there's the monetary gain, but on the other side, it's helping distract you from the separation that you're experiencing with this person that you have a lot of dear feelings for. It's a way of positively and proactively working on yourself in a way that you're able to gain money as well. Is this a new opportunity, or is it just an offer from an existing career path? Spirits. Yeah, so it's new, but it's familiar. We have the Eight of Wands here, so there is this feeling of, and it's sideways, so it's almost like a blockage now. It's something that you're feeling stuck on. Maybe you've been expecting this, you're waiting for communication about this. There's this feeling that it's a new opportunity, but it's a familiar setting, so I hope that makes sense. It is something that you're stewing over now. Maybe you've had an argument about this, maybe you've had to confront someone at an authoritative level about this, and you've had to tell them, like, either I don't feel safe working in this environment, or there's something that this is something that I don't want to keep doing for the next 3 months. Is there anything else we can do? I do feel like compromise has something to do with this, and that you're currently experiencing frustration about this. It's not necessarily a new thing. Again, with the Ace of Cups reversed, it's almost like a fixed situation, like a solution to a current problem. It does feel like you could be working from home instead, or it's just some sort of flexible working arrangements. It's something that you've been wanting, though. With this Queen of Cups fixation, I feel like this is something that you've been wanting. So with the King of Swords here, again, I'm seeing you need to be effective with your communication, but also the did I say Queen? Oh, Group 1, I'm so sorry. King of Swords. With the King of Swords here, it's about effective communication, but it's also about knowing when to observe versus when to speak, and when to act versus when to wait. So the King of Swords is someone who is very reflective. They don't always speak freely. I feel like this is someone who's guarded, who's cautious, who sort of has a little bit of a wall up. So I don't know if currently you're at a stalemate with this authoritative figure and you're not getting any information at all and you're just wanting to move forward. But I feel like 3 months from now, your main prerogative is going to be about strengthening your monetary situation and also just getting passion back into your life. It feels like there's a lot of frustration at the moment. There's a lot of confusion in terms of your lifestyle and especially your finances. And this King of Swords, it's almost like you're waiting for someone to come to you with communication so that you know how to move forward here. It's not a bad energy. In fact, it's almost like a powerful, it's like you're holding the power here. They're coming to you with the information and then you choose what you want to do. For some of you, it has something to do with travel with the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands can also talk about a spontaneous sort of energy, some sort of unexpected journey. It can be a bit of a hot and cold energy. I'm just feeling frustration here, as if you've been waiting for this for quite some time as well. But more than anything, the first thing that I thought when I saw this was travel. So Spirit, can we confirm this column, please? Is there anything else that Group 1 needs to know? You may be overthinking this, all right? It's going to happen. It's time to release it and to just stand in your power as the King of Swords. Wait for this information to come to you. This may have been really burdening you. This talks about betrayal as well. So it could have been that someone in authority at your workplace or the place that you get monetary gains from put you in a compromising position, and you felt betrayed and you had to stand up for yourself, and now you're at this stalemate where you're waiting for them to get the information and come back to you. This is a very specific message, Group 1, so I hope this resonates, but it does feel as though you need to release the outcome now. You've done everything you can do, and it's just a matter of waiting for them to come to you now. It will be something that you're very passionate about. Again, another ace, but this is the Ace of Wands. So this talks about a rebirth of some sort. Again, it's a new energy, but there's still that feeling as though you're familiar with it. So I do feel that there may have been some sort of false start in the past. This is a new passion, a new purpose, and just a really renewed energy. We also got the Queen of Swords. So it could have been a feminine energy that you were in conflicts with. I just feel as though you've had the opportunity to step back now and get a bigger perspective of the whole picture objectively. And this also tells me that you need to remain perceptive and firm on where you stand. The Queen of Swords can be quite a challenging character. So there's someone that gives you that now or never vibe, that feeling of it's my way or the highway kind of thing. So I feel like you are at a stalemate with this authority figure. All right. Now we have the Ten of Cups over here with the Knight of Swords. Ten of Cups is reverse, Spirit. Why? What's happening in 3 months from now? What does that mean? Selfishness and loans. Goodness. All right. So right now, if you're considering getting a loan, Spirit is wanting to warn you, okay? This may not be the best decision to make. I don't want to tell you how to manage your money. This is just coming from Spirit. I'm just seeing error loans. There may be another solution to that. I don't know if getting a loan right now is the best choice to make. Yeah, I see why you're conflicted though. With this Two of Wands, on one hand, it solves your problems for now, but on the other hand, it puts you at risk in the future. 3 months from now, this is going to be a burden for you, an immense burden. If you do take this loan or you choose to borrow money from someone and it's a ridiculous amount of money, I just feel like Spirit's asking you to reevaluate that decision. With the two, it's your choice. It's a choice that you need to make. My Spirit is asking you to reevaluate it because there's some sort of unexpected thing that's going to pop up and make it a little bit tricky for you as well. Is there anything else with the Ten of Cups though? What else do we need to know? I think this will impact the family. You may have a random... again, we have the Two of Cups beneath that. Yeah, look at that. The King of Swords and the Two of Cups. The card I wanted to show you was the Eight of Cups. So Spirit is saying there's going to be some sort of hidden effort, something that you can't see now that will help you with your money. It's coming. Focus on your happiness. I feel like this may impact others. You may be deciding to get a loan to help others, like to help family or but for whatever reason, it's going to limit your happiness in the future. It just has this feeling as though it's, there's some sort of unexpected, what is the word for it? Like an unexpected deficit there, something that's going to be taking, and it's just going to create more of a burden in the future. So with the King of Swords, I really feel that Spirit is asking you to reconsider your choice. It is your choice, obviously, primarily. You do what you got to do, but I do feel that Spirit is wanting you to be cautious in that sense. It's going to create more complications in the future. Another two, but it's the Two of Cups reversed. It's going to put you in a compromising position where you feel unsatisfied and unfulfilled emotionally. Why emotionally? You may be asking for a loan from someone that you didn't want to borrow money from in the first place. With this instant gratification, you may think that it will put you in a better position now, but I feel that in future it'll really have some costings that you weren't expecting with this loss card. Just be wary about that decision. The Knight of Swords here tells me that you're rushing to make this choice, and I don't think you need to rush. What I'm really feeling is that you need to just, you have something coming in and it's going to offer you clarity and epiphany moment. You're going to be out of this sort of sorrow here, and it's going to help you stay focused and stay motivated on your goals. It's going to give you the opportunity to continue working, which may be something. But again, look at that bottom deck energy, hasty decisions. Spirit's really cautioning that you're making hasty decisions here. So Spirit, what is the advice then for group? I'm going to use this. This is the Psychic Tarot deck by John Holland. What is the advice for group 1? Please, Spirit. What is the advice for group 1 here? Oof. All right, the energy's a bit crazy in here. Let's freshen it up. Advice for group 1 for now. All right, we have the 5 of Cups reversed. Focus on what you have. You will get over this, okay? The challenges with the 5 numbers, we're not meant to lose. They're just put in our place for us to instigate change in our circumstances. 5s are never meant to destroy us. They help instigate change. They do challenge us. They do create obstacles. But the idea is that we evolve and we grow, we elevate from these circumstances. It's very important that you try to move beyond this now and you focus on what you have, okay? It's not going to stay like this for much longer. I do feel that you will have success. We have the 8 here, and now we have the 9. I'm really getting that you are being called to focus on your money right now. With this 9 of Pentacles, really focus on your money, getting all your resources together, reconsidering whether you need that loan from that person, and just plan. Put your 3-month plan in now in terms of your finances. We have the 7 of Pentacles again reversed, instant gratification. I really feel that many of you are sick of waiting, or you're concerned about your future and you're going to pull your investments early, or you're going to get that loan to gratify yourself now. But there is this concern that you need to be aware of how this will impact your future in the next 3 months. For this to come up twice, and I'm still looking at the other one's still here off camera. I just really think that you should think twice before making that hasty decision. We have the next card, choose wisely, the 7 of Cups. I know you are confused now. Spirit acknowledges your confusion, but it's not going to be this complicated for much longer. Clarity is coming, and you're going to feel as though you have options and choices again. It's not going to feel as limited. I feel as though you're going to have the opportunity to rebuild something. This is the 4 of Wands, so I'm feeling passion. I'm feeling purpose, a lot of desire, a lot of creativity and collaboration. This sense of harmony and balance is restored. And it has a holistic feeling, I'm not going to lie. I feel that when your energy comes back into balance like this, you're going to start to notice that Wheel of Fortune in the right position, and everything is going to fall back into place. So the bottom deck energy is 3rd eye chakra reversed. Please unblock your 3rd eye. That is your window to your higher self as well as spirit. Your 3rd eye and your crown chakra allow you to connect with spirit, to receive these downloads and to understand how to move forward. We must always trust our own intuition primarily. It's going to be different for every one of you in terms of that financial situation. So always trust your own intuition primarily. Go with your intuition. That is how we connect with our higher self, with our spirit guides, and with our spirit, whether you choose to label that as God or not. It is just how we receive guidance. So group 1, that is what I'm seeing for you. It was actually a lot better than I was expecting. So congratulations. Look after yourselves, please. Stay safe, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Bye. Hi group 2, and welcome if you chose this pumice. It's not really pumice. Oh, as soon as I said it, I was like, it's not pumice. But it's just as like a sea rock. It might even just be solidified sea foam. But anyway, it's got a beautiful energy about it. And if you chose this, then welcome. This is your reading. So I'm going to leave that over there. It's quite roly-poly, so I don't know how we're going to go. But Today I'm using my Rider-Waite Tarot deck. We're asking Spirit about COVID-19. So group 2, I'm doing my best to steer this in positive ways. I want to be constructive. I don't want to just be pasting negativity out there. There's always got to be a positive purpose to these readings. So we want to know about 3 months from now, COVID-19, 3 months from now, what does your situation look like? So Spirit, for group 2, what's going on in 3 months' time? Oh, I was hoping not to focus on love, but love always finds me. Oh, goodness. Wowzers. Welcome, Group 2. You came through. Group 1's pile was like so neat and structured, and that's just not going to happen here. We are required to compromise and be flexible. For sure. Oh, wow. Hi. What's happening in 3 months from now? We were focusing on the pandemic, though, Spirit. The pandemic. What's happening 3 months from now? 3 months from now. COVID-19. What's happening? Oh, my gosh. Can you tell me anything else, though? Thank you. That's wonderful. All right. Bottom deck energy for you is the Two of Wands. So group 2. Wow. You may have come here for finances, career, school, family. Spirit wants to talk to you about love. So group 1 was very different. I just want to say that some of you have been really waiting around for someone for quite some time now. This Two of Wands energy here is just giving me like planning vibes. Like you've just been in planning mode for so long, and it's not being stagnant. It's almost like you've been forced to wait. I don't feel this stagnant energy, but I do feel that there is a perception of being stuck and having to be in planning mode rather than action mode. The Hanged Man here tells me that a fresh perspective is being offered to you right now. You're being called to analyze your situation from a different perspective. The idea is that your head is on fire here, okay? In a good way. Your crown chakra, your throat chakra, and your third eye chakra are fully activated, 5, 6, and 7. You're being called to examine your situation from a new perspective and to consider a flexible future. I feel like group 2, don't want to get ahead of myself there. Spirit's main advice for you is to be flexible and open to compromise. Now, what stuck out for me, obviously we had all these cards come out and I was thinking, Spirit, this isn't exactly about love, it's about the pandemic. Spirit just wants you to know that you have a new cycle beginning. Something is coming to the end, and it has something to do with this fresh perspective you're getting, okay? I feel like in the past, you were denying yourself the truth. You weren't really listening to the advice being offered to you. It's like the angels were calling you and giving you all this advice and you weren't listening. Now you've almost been forced to listen. I don't know if you've been watching my other readings that are a bit aggressive, but that just makes me feel like you're finally listening. Spirit's like, you're finally listening. And you're having to look at your future in a different way. You're in planning mode again. So I really feel like with this World card here, we have a new opportunity. It's not even an opportunity. It's literally everything. A whole new window is being opened for you. One door is closing. Why are they going through a window though, Spirit? Anyway, weird choice of words, but one door is closing and another is opening. In this case, we have the end of a cycle and the start of something new. It's huge. It involves everything. Wow. Okay, so the first cards that came out for you were the Two of Cups reversed and the Empress. So I feel like a separation with someone has really challenged the way that you view love, group 2. You've been forced away from someone who you expected something like a union with or something more with. And because you're not with them currently, you're being challenged to look within for love and to just re-examine how you perceive love. The Empress talks about you're inspiring others by simply being love, if that makes sense. You're generating a lot of fertility and abundance right now, and you're in a very prime position to receive. You're being open, you're being vulnerable, but you're being aware. You're not giving too much, but you're completely giving to yourself. I think that you're in a very beautiful position if you can harness this energy. It makes you very attractive. With the Queen of Wands beneath that, you just have this magnetism about you, and it's not specific to love. The thing about love and light is when we promote these higher positive vibrations, we don't just leave ourselves vulnerable to be hurt again. That's not the idea. We're actually attracting a lot of opportunities. And if we're being mindful of the things that we're attracting and we're protecting ourselves from the lower vibrations, then we're actually allowing a lot of opportunity into our lives. So group 2, I feel as though you're going to have a creative new beginning here. You're going to be in a position of power with this Queen of Wands. You may be starting a new project. You may just be looking at ways to creatively express yourselves, and you're going to be very inspirational to others. You're going to have some sort of platform where others are able to admire your efforts, and you're going to generate success. It's going to be inspiring to others, and it's going to have this feeling of, I want to say spirituality, but it just feels like growth. Like you're promoting growth, and the best way that you're doing it is by simply focusing on yourself. And in that way, you're inspiring others to do the same. But I feel like it all stemmed from this separation with this person. This person wasn't there when you expected them to be, and it forced you to look at things differently and to re-examine how you view love. So what can you tell us? I'm clarifying with my Queen Slipper deck today, which is just my playing cards deck. Can we get clarifying energies, please, for this first column, Spirit? With this Queen of Wands, what kind of project are we talking about here? I don't really want to... You choose, Spirit. Spirit wants me to take that. So it's something that in the past you felt very stuck on. You were wondering if you should give it up. Maybe you weren't focusing all of your effort on it in the past. Maybe you were kind of torn between this and something else had your priorities at that stage. But Spirit is saying you're going to be more motivated to continue this. This is something that currently you're considering, but you're not fully committed on. In 3 months' time, you will experience a lot of success in this. It's going to be early success, though. So Spirit is saying that this success is confirmation for you to continue, okay? Keep going. Again, I'm seeing admirers. There's this feeling that you're inspiring others. I feel as though it's going to surprise you. Some of you aren't aware that you're actually really good at this and that you have a platform in this. It's going to give you gratification. Now, I feel like this is multiple ways. So there is some sort of monetary gain in this for it to be the 3 of Pentacles. But there's also this this other form of gratification, like it will feed your soul. I know that sounds bizarre, but that's what I'm picking up on. It will feed your soul. You will have early success in this, and that will be a strong motivator to continue. So Spirit, what about this 2 of Cups person? What are they doing? Are they coming back? I just need to touch on that quickly. This 2 of Cups person, what's the deal there? Oh, they're a friendly and honest person. Gosh, you know what we have underneath? Overthinking. So Spirit really doesn't want you to continue thinking about them, okay? They are someone who is a passionate inspiration source. If you are a creative person, this person has inspired your projects. They've kind of like been your muse in a way. They feel masculine, but more than anything, I just feel like a mutual attraction there. Because remember at the bottom here, you are the Queen of Wands, and this person is coming up as the King. So there's this duality business going on. They're presenting themselves as this friendly, honest person. They are, I believe, at a distance with you. You're not communicating with this 10 of Swords. There's this feeling of betrayal. Spirit saying continue to use that circumstance as a motivation in terms of them being your muse, your creative source. But you were right to end this cycle of pain and to release that overthinking burden. Because I feel as though you were carrying these 10 swords for a while. And this is going to offer you the outlet to be able to channel those energies so you're not just leaving them within you and building. There's a lot of creativity you need to express here, though. All right, so 3 months from now, the second column I have for you, we have the Devil card upright, and then we have the Ace of Cups. Wowzers. Somebody really thought they missed out on you. With the 4 of Cups here. What do you want me to focus on, Spirit? Because it's really hard not to look at it as love when you give me those 3 cards. What am I focusing on for group 2? Trying to find balance, precaution, loss. All right. Okay. Goodness. What else, Spirit? What am I focusing on here? I don't know if I can take all of those. You flipped the whole deck. Oh, wow. Spirit expected me to read all these cards. Holy heck. We will be here until 2021 if that's the case. All right, so bottom deck energy for you is the King of Pentacles. They return. Oh, my days. This is a manifestor. This is someone who gives me mad Capricorn energy, I'm not going to lie. Wow. There is a lot of sexual tension here. I don't know if there wasn't... It feels like there needs to be sexual closure between the two of you. I'm sorry. I feel like group 2, you came in here with love subconsciously on your brain, and Spirit wants me to address this. So this devil person, now listen, don't take that too personally. I am a Capricorn, and this card comes out for me all the time. It's not saying that they are the devil. It's just saying that they have obsessive tendencies, and their point of view towards love, I just saw 1111, is a little bit obscured. It's not necessarily healthy. It's a little bit codependent at times. They need to find this Ace of Cups within themselves. So it's a little bit of a warning. We do have this King of Pentacles person coming back, reaching out, taking a chance. It stems from, we have the Fool here. It stems from the idea that they can't let go of you, okay? They can't let go of you. They feel this here. They want closure. They've been thinking about you. They're currently not acting. And in fact, it may surprise you when they do come back. They are wanting to get into your lifestyle. And if that's something that you want, I feel like you're going to be very busy. You're not going to have time for them. You're going to want to make it work. But there's this feeling that you'll be taking a risk, because I think that this person's point of view is a little bit obscured. This is the Two of Wands reversed, and we had the Two of Wands here. So you've been waiting for this, but then it comes back and you're kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like you're hesitating, okay? You're really hesitating on seizing this opportunity. Now, we have the Two of Wands upright here. You're currently wanting them. I feel like, in terms of this person in particular, you're open to them coming back. But here, you're reversed. You're not really wanting them back. It's unexpected. The passion isn't as intense. And it could be because they come back in this energy where they're a little bit obsessive, perhaps a little bit controlling, or they kind of want you to settle down and fit this box that they have for you. And I don't mean to make it sound like that, but when the devil comes out in the readings, it's because the ideas of love, it could be unrealistic expectations, or they just generally, there is discord there, there's disharmony. There's a feeling of over-sacrificing and over-compromising. And where something was a simple compromise of two strong individuals coming together and recognizing each other's strengths, it feels like in this case it's a shackling. You know, like you're giving too much, you're sacrificing too much, and it's making you reconsider what you actually want. For some of you, group 2, the attraction to this person is so magnetic, so intoxicating, that you're going to take that opportunity, and then later you're going to realize that it may not have been the best choice to make at that time. I feel as though you have a bit of a checkered, intricate past with this person, and there is a high likeliness that you're going to see this as a fresh opportunity in love. You're going to be inclined to reach out to them and take that opportunity from them. But I just feel as though it's coming from fear on their end, fear of loss, fear that you've elevated and left them at a lower energy. Because honestly, over here, we have this beautiful, positive, high vibrational energy, and then it kind of just dips over here. Not to say that the love isn't there. With this Ace of Cups, I think there is a lot of emotion on both sides, but it just feels like the setting is somewhat obscured. It's not pure unconditional love. It's very conditional. It's very limited. It's conforming your opportunities, and it does have this selfishness thing to it. They could be out of jealousy because you've elevated to this Empress level. You're suddenly a very attractive, magnetic person, and others, you're gaining admirers, and this person's feeling jealous. And they don't like that. They feel as though they made an error by walking away. In their mind, they think that they're restoring balance, but actually, they're acting out of selfishness. So that's just a little warning, okay? Spirit wanted me to approach that in this reading. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed with the World card. Some of you are giving up on something. I feel like this could be career-related. With this Knight of Pentacles, it was taking too long to ground. It was taking far too long. I'm going to leave it open because it could be this connection too. But with it being a Pentacles, I would like to interpret it as study or finances. I really feel as though it just took too long to present itself to you, and it's time, Spirit's saying, to end that cycle and begin another one. So what are they ending, Spirit? What is the Knight of Pentacles here for? What are they ending? No, you don't. We got the Knight of Pentacles again, group 2. Spirit's like, it's all there. Why are you asking me this again? The message is there. Oh, wow. It was a slow, attractive proposal that took too long. They were a bit idle. They took their time making it perfect. And I just feel like you're moving forward. Okay, so what's beginning then? What is the world signifying? What's the beginning? What's this new cycle? What's this new cycle? Does it have something to do with the creative energy at the beginning of this reading? It does, but more than anything, you're completely releasing. So with the 10 of Wands here, you've been carrying a lot of responsibility. You've been carrying way too much, too many expectations, Spirit's saying. It's time to release the load. It's time to put some of those ones down and focus on more manageable tasks. You haven't been in your creative energy. You've been limiting yourself. It's like when we take on too much responsibility or too many expectations, we overburden our creative outlets and we become bitter, we become anxious, we become fearful, doubtful, angry, jealous, all those shadow aspects of the fire suits. And I just feel as though Spirit is really saying that it's time to let go. It's time to put those ones down and really move forward, because this was taking far too long and it took the passion from your life. Yeah, we have the 8 of Pentacles again, like in the start of the reading. There's something else that you're not currently able to focus on because this is taking up all your energy. There's something else you've been curious about. It has to do with your finances. It has to do with like a project of some sorts, some sort of hobby, something that has monetary potential, like financial potential. And Spirit is saying that this is going to garner success. So we have the 2 of Pentacles. More than anything, Spirit really wants you right now to focus on simplifying your lifestyle. In 3 months' time, you have every opportunity to be this prosperous, creative Empress energy, but it isn't going to be easy. It requires you to stay focused. The next 3 months are going to be about you balancing your lifestyle, balancing your routine, and finding what works for you, not taking on too much, okay? Because this devil energy person, they have love, they have emotions for you, but they're not expressing them in a healthy way. And I feel like that is something that is quite taxing on your energy. It takes a lot from you. You're picking up on it. Even if you're not in communication, you feel it. You feel that desire for closure. And in the next 3 months, if you don't find a way to healthily release and surrender that and channel that energy into something else, this 8 of Pentacles, it's going to take a lot from you. I feel like naturally you're on this road anyway. So this is confirmation that it is something you should be doing, and the waves will settle. Spirit is saying you got to try your best to stay focused. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but you will find success. And the next 3 months in particular are about you maintaining that balance, continuing to simplify your future. Now, okay, I need to clarify this because I'm seeing precaution. There could be losses. So what losses, Spirit? What is happening with the 4 of Swords? What is the loss? What are they losing? You're losing your devotion to this person. So this is, again, challenging you to examine love from a different point of view. I feel like you may have been fixated on this person, group 2. It's time to release that fixation and to challenge the way you perceive love. That is what you are losing. You're losing this stagnant energy of waiting and daydreaming, and to the point where you're not acting. Spirit really wants you to act. There's a lot of opportunity coming your way. It's not new opportunity. It's just a creative solution to your current position, because with that 8, I really feel like you have a fair idea of what you need to be doing, or you've been curious about something and you haven't been investing enough energy into that project. So that is what is switching here. That is what you're losing. You're losing the fixation and the devotion to this person, and you're challenging the way you perceive love. You're finding a new way to channel that energy in a positive way. The Queen of Cups is a very beautiful card. It also represents intuition. I said that weirdly. Intuition. and just generally focusing on what you feel, really strengthening that connection with your spirit guides, with your higher self, and following your intuition on this one, okay? You are stronger than you think. I feel as though that's something you're a bit frightened of for this to show up. You're worried because you've invested all of this into this connection. You're scared to let go of it. This is the Seven of Pentacles. I feel anxiety here because in your mind you weren't waiting inactively. I think in your mind you thought you were being proactive with your waiting, but Spirit is saying actually there's other things you should be investing your energy on, and it's okay that you did invest what you did here, but it's important that you continue to grow in other aspects of your life too. I feel like your finances, your career, even maybe your health, group 2, the pentacles of your life was suffering. There's this idea that you need to be putting your effort into something intrinsic here. So what's going on with the finances for group 2? Is there any messages? 3 months from now, what's going on with their finances? Group 2. 3 months from now. Group 2, 3 months from now. Group 2, okay. So you have something to celebrate 3 months from now. You're going to have this opportunity, okay? It is the Ace of Pentacles. It's an opportunity. It's not a promise, but it is the opportunity to lay down some roots. It's something new. It could make you very happy. It's going to instill this sense of hope. And it's something that you've been low-key dreaming about that you didn't think it was going to come true. So it's a new financial offer once you start investing in it more. What I'm feeling is that for some of you, group 2, you've been considering undertaking study in order to assist your career, in order to assist your prospects. Spirit is wanting you to actually go ahead with that. I feel with that Eight of Pentacles, that can indicate studying something. Because you do have something new beginning over here. Now, there is a warning that you may be overindulging in alcohol right now. This is just a very specific warning for those of you who don't drink. Spirit's just saying be mindful of your health, okay? You really need to simplify your lifestyle and take out some of the toxic things, or just try to balance them more, okay? I personally... Alcohol it shouldn't be, but it is a part of the Australian culture, and we have to find ways to balance it and do what makes us happy while also being aware of our health. I'm not saying that we should all drink. It's all a matter of choice, but for this card to pop up as it did amongst all of this, I just really feel like Spirit is asking you to be mindful of what you're doing to your body and to just really simplify and balance everything with your lifestyle right now. Very general. So bottom deck energy is the Four of Pentacles. Right now, you do need to be very cautious of your spending, okay? This is a card that talks about a miser, somebody who's hoarding their money. If you've been really concerned, pay attention to those feelings, because it's not to say that you're going to experience severe loss, but we did, oh, look at that. We have the Six of Wands underneath. You are going to be successful. You will move forward. But for the moment right now, I do feel that you need to be mindful of the money that you are spending and just kind of be aware of your investments, if that makes sense. Be aware of your savings, Spirit is saying more. So it might, for some of you, it might be withdrawing your money and keeping the cash on you. But that's very specific. Trust yourself primarily, group 2. So that is what I'm seeing for you. It was a weird blend of everything, really. Group 1 sort of had more of a specific flow to it. So I hope that resonated for you, group 2. Please look after yourself. Stay safe wherever you are in this world. And I hope to connect with you again soon in my next video. Thank you, group 2. Bye. Hi, group 3. I'll move your object into view. So if you chose this item, then this is your reading. I just realized there's a stain at the bottom there. Anyway, this actually has a secret to it. So group 3, it is a mirror. So if you chose this, I feel like this is going to be a very reflective reading, so welcome. We're going to focus on COVID-19 3 months from now. What messages does Spirit have for you? Are there things that we need to be focusing on? These are the things that we need to be mindful of. I'm going to try to get information in terms of everything, all of life's wonderful, wild, weird things that they throw at us. But honestly, Group 1 and 2 were so crazily different, so I have no idea what we're going to get for you. Starting with my trusty Rider-Waite deck today. So, Spirit, Group 3, what messages do you have for Group 3? Straight off the cuff, stand in your power, Group 3. You're not recognizing your potential. You're overthinking a situation you shouldn't be. Spirit's saying it's safe to progress, it's safe to move forward. This is an investment opportunity. It could be linked to finances, study, or health, but you don't need to be worried about this. It's safe to move forward in this sense. You're almost limiting your potential by stewing over this and overthinking it. I feel as though you've stabbed yourself in the back here. There's a strong feeling that you need to move forward. It could be based on a fear of being vulnerable, like a fear of not being successful. Let me just move that over there. I'll get more information. The messages just started off the cuff, but I'm just going to try to get all the cards out first. Holy heck. There we go. Thank you so much. So do you want that there? And there. Gosh, this is a little bit messy. I'll show you all the cards. This happens when I do my own reading. Spirit just throws the cards at me. So that's Magician, Spirit. Why is the Magician here reversed? Oh, darlings. You want balance. You want to go back to your old life. You want tradition. You want routine. Spirit's saying don't give up. You can do this. It's just a matter of being open to opportunity. It's different to how you're expecting. Many of you feel very inexperienced. This is very new for you. It's completely blindsided you to the point where you feel that you've lost. You feel that you've lost someone, but Spirit's trying to move you forward away from this conflict, away from this uncertain outcome. It's almost like you're struggling to let go because there wasn't any closure. This person walked away instead of offering resolution, but Spirit's actually trying to guide you forward. You were expecting that person to reach out and they didn't. Hermit and the Chariot, Spirit, what's going on? Tower moment reversed. You're coming out of a really sudden, unexpected change. All right, so 3 months from now, you will be in your Empress energy reversed. You have every potential of bringing a lot of abundance into your life, but Spirit is saying that you're scared of being vulnerable. You're scared of people taking advantage of you, and you're scared that it'll all come in too quickly, is what I feel. Now, the Empress energy isn't about giving anything except to yourself. You're not being asked to offer yourself to others. You're just being asked to nurture yourself, to promote self-love, self-nurturing, self-acceptance, self-awareness. It's all about fostering that connection with yourself, and in turn you will inspire others to do the same, and that is how you promote love. Not by loving everyone. You love yourself first. So I feel as though you're not fully embracing that energy. In 3 months' time, there's this feeling of being stuck. You're afraid. You're choosing to revert to the old way of thinking, and that's only amplified by the Hierophant being here. You may be seeking advice when you secretly know the answers, and you're distracting yourself with the advice of others instead of facing the messages that are being offered to you. The Hanged Man always makes me think of the 7, 6, and 5 chakras, your throat, your third eye, and your crown. You know what to do, but you're choosing to get the advice from elsewhere instead of acting on it. I also saw the 2 of Pentacles in there, so I really feel like for the moment you need to focus and really simplify this situation. It's not as complicated as you think it is. Now, 3 months from now, you have every opportunity of being much more successful than you are. I'm getting a really stuck energy about you, Group 3. In terms of this virus, you're going to be offered new opportunities, but I feel as though you're focusing on your loss instead. There's this feeling of plans changing so suddenly and so frequently. You may have a lot of change to deal with, okay? You may be coming into a tower moment now. Spirit wants you to know that the idea of this situation, this change, was to make you more aware of your potential, was to give you more opportunities. It was to instigate growth. But instead, you're choosing not to pay attention to the tools that have been given to you. I feel like this is a spiritual awakening for many of you, okay? But what it has done is it's challenged your beliefs. It's challenged how you perceived your future to be. The 4 of Wands, sorry. It's like you had this idea of what your future will be, and now it's completely different. Spirit saying you can still have this happy ending, okay? It's still there. It's just different to how you perceived it. So your future is going to look very different, and it's based on what is happening now, I feel, Group 3. You've got a lot of changes to go through, and you're feeling quite inexperienced and unsure if you're the best fit for this role. But Spirit is really wanting you to close this chapter. I really feel a sense of, this came up in nearly every reading actually. It's this feeling as though you've been betrayed. I feel like you're more angry at Spirit than anyone though. For many of you, you feel betrayed by your destiny. Spirit is not asking you to give up. Simply change your energy. You need to be investing in something else. So this came up in all 3 readings in different contexts, this card as well. For you guys, this 8 of Pentacles is telling me that you have the potential to start something new here. You're being offered something new, something that you're really good at, something that has a lot of potential, but it's like you're not seizing it. You're choosing to step away from it. You're choosing to give up on it. It could be something finance related. So Spirit, what is this? What is this Page of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles? What are they starting? What do you want them to continue working on? Spirit wants you to continue working on your non-material wealth. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm just seeing the relax. Focus on non-material wealth. You're so much stronger than you believe. Danger, there could be storms ahead. All right, so for some of you, you're having a complete career change, okay? Some of you may experience a job loss, and in 3 months' time, you're going to be forced to look at your career in a completely different way, okay? It's not to say that you won't be successful, but what this is doing is it's offering you choices. You will have offers. There is going to be something to fall back on. Right now, you need to focus on your non-material wealth. This could be study for a lot of you, Group 3. This could be something that doesn't really give you much now, but it will pay off in the long run. I'm seeing investments. I'm seeing working on yourself, challenging your beliefs, challenging your worth, your value, and really just rebuilding your financial future. I feel like your future has completely changed, Group 3. So what else do they have coming for them? What is the Magician here for? What are their tools? What is the tools that they're not seeing? Spirit saying that a lot of you, there's deceit here. Somebody's been slight. Somebody's been really sneaky, and you're being forced to, it's almost like you're reflecting on the past with regret. Gosh, let me get some more clarifying cards. Why do we have the 7 of Swords here with the Magician reverse, Spirit? Patience, trust. You're not as trapped as you think. This situation is meant to free you, but it feels like you have to sneak away from it. You are going to overcome this ruin. If some of you have recently lost a job or you're currently in financial hardship, Spirit is saying you will get through it. It's about moving intuitively, though. There's something new coming, and it's going to challenge you in the sense that it's completely different to how you expected your future to be. It could involve undertaking study or some sort of like internship business, something that really puts you on a different path. Anything else that we need to know for these first 2 columns? At first, it is going to require a lot from you, okay? With this 5 of Swords, it's going to be uncertain. It's going to take a lot out of you. It may put you at a social misfortune in terms of you'll be sacrificing some of your free time. Is it going to pay off, though? Whew. Ace of Swords. Somebody wants to reach out to you. Did I have to say this? Oh my gosh. We have the King of Cups. Someone hasn't told you how they feel. Unfulfilled love. It's challenging the way you see your future, okay? Oh God. Spirit, can we just keep this split, please? I didn't want that to come out yet. This has something to do with this, but I was wanting to focus on that. So what is this? What is this finance business, Spirit? Is it going to pay off? What is this finance business? Spirit is saying it's worth investing your energy in. It'll be quite creative for you. It's going to be a journey, though. With this Knight of Wands here, it's going to be somewhat unexpected. There's a lot of passion behind it. You're going to feel motivated to be successful here. Financially, though, will it be success? Will it mean success, should I say? Perplexed, anxiety, hesitation. It depends how much energy you invest in it. It feels like it's some sort of sales business, group 3. If you put a lot of energy into this, you will be successful. But I feel like you're not going to give it your all at first. We have the Hanged Man again. It's about your perspective on this. I hope you guys touch base in 3 months. I'm curious to know what this is. It feels like some of you are hesitating in terms of how much energy you invest in this. So it has something to do with like the more energy you put in, the more money you make. So I don't know if it is sales related or it relies on you being proactive and energetic. It's different, but it's going to be something that you're quite passionate about initially. It just feels like this other business is what's distracting you. So over here, we have this very pushy energy that chose to infiltrate the finances. Now we have this Page of Cups reversed. You were expecting someone to reach out, and I feel like they didn't. They didn't meet your expectations, and now you're almost expecting an apology. There is pain here. There's sorrow, but there's also an epiphany. It's like this feeling of, is it worth continuing? This is something that you do think about a lot. It's some sort of union, but I feel like there's a compromise here. Gosh, it's something that you're wanting, but it feels like it's so... So this is 3 months' time, Spirit. Initially, Spirit was saying, move forward. This is someone who chose to walk away, and you need to focus on peace. But in 3 months' time, what is actually happening here, Spirit? What is actually happening here? What is actually happening? Spirit just showed me the Ace of Cups reversed. I'll see if it comes out again. It keeps popping up. What is happening here? What is going on in this column? 3 months' time. We're talking about the pandemic. What is happening? This is someone who does have extreme interest in you. This is something that feels romance related, group 3. So I really feel like this person's desire is focused on you. I'm feeling travel. I'm feeling as though they're traveling back to resolve conflict from the past. So group 3, there's 2 messages coming through. This person is saying that because of what happened in the past, they need to come back and resolve that. They need to offer resolution. It wasn't fair to leave that uncertain outlook there. That is their intention now, that in 3 months' time, this is something that you can expect. But Spirit, what are you saying? Because you were saying something completely different. And I don't mean to cut this person's energy short, but I just want facts. What is actually happening here, Spirit? What is happening here, Spirit? I'll get another card. There's a couple more in the middle of the deck, I think. Spirit, what is actually happening here? Thank you so much. So the first card that Spirit brought out was the Ten of Pentacles. And I don't know if we saw this before, but this is a risky situation for you. Group 3, you somewhat know what this is about, and it will challenge... Okay, so for some of you, you are expecting a future with this person, and then you start to rebuild something over here, and this person comes back in, and it feels as though you have to lose something to have them. It feels like there's a gamble that you're taking on them, as if your future with them isn't guaranteed in your eyes, and you feel that if you accept them in, you don't really know what they have to offer you. It's this feeling of all or nothing, a real gambling feeling. On one hand, you can picture a future with them, but on the other hand, it feels like you're limiting yourself by choosing that. On another hand, how many hands do we have? On the other side, it's like you've invested a lot of hard work into this connection already, and you've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and then they come back, and it's almost too easy to accept them in. It's something that will make you happy, but there is this uneasiness there. And there's this feeling of you say yes, but in the back of your mind, you feel like you're just going to lose them again. I think they have something to tell you, though. Their idea, Spirit's saying that their intentions are to offer you the truth. They want to offer you clarity, okay? With this Ace of Swords, their intentions are to speak with you because it has something to do with this Five of Swords. Again, this came up 3 times now. It came up here. Remember, they wanted to infiltrate that part of the reading. So this person is very determined to rewrite a wrong that happened in the past between you. It feels like this is something that caused social misfortune, but more than anything, This to me indicates that this person chose to walk away instead of offering closure. They chose to leave because it was easier. It was a tricky situation. There may have been multiple people involved in terms of like opinions, or just the outlook was too uncertain and they walked away. And now they want to offer you clarity. In 3 months' time, they want to reach out to you. They want to talk to you. They want to build a friendship with you. They want to see where you're at, and they want to acknowledge you as an individual. You will have changed, and I believe so will this person. In 3 months' time, it's going to feel very different. Spirit really wants you to recognize your power here, though. As the magician, you are capable of literally changing everything. You have so many tools here that you aren't utilizing. The future will look very different for you, Group 3, if you want it to. It's a matter of accepting these tools, and although you feel unexperienced, and this is going to be very new for you in terms of your work and life in general, I feel, when this person comes back in, you two are going to appear very different to each other, and it's almost a feeling of taking it slow and really understanding what happened in the past from each other's perspective as well. So over here we have the card that started it all, the Hermit. Now this tells me that in 3 months' time you may be choosing to be more introspective. You may be really taking it slow with this person and not wanting to rush in. Beside that, what came out with it was the Chariot. It's going to be a period of introspection for you, Group 3. You're not going to be rushing to make any decisions. You're going to be reflective. You're going to go within to seek the answers, and you're going to really take your time before you make a decision. I feel as though you're going to have determination and a lot of drive, but you're not wanting to rush anything. There's this feeling of taking your time to make the right choice. You may be forced to, not even forced, I don't want to say forced, because we all have choices. What it feels like is that you are choosing to stay single or to stay somewhat isolated in order to get general clarity on your life purpose. Now, the Hermit always has this light on, always. It's not a sense of losing hope or hopelessness. It's just about seeking an alternative path forward, and you're getting the answers from within, which is very introspective, and it can completely change your surroundings again. Now, this is almost a self-inflicted Tower moment. You're identifying issues that weren't fully resolved from the past, and you're choosing to shatter illusions and examine the way that you perceive your reality. You're choosing to be very reflective. It's very corny. But anyway, it really feels like with this Tower reversed, you're actually coming into a space where you're shattering the illusions in your life, and you're being forced to be very aware of yourself, which is probably why the Empress is here reversed. So Spirit, is there any clarity over here with these 3 cards? Holy heck, was not expecting that. Okay, goodness, yeah, I do feel like you'll be, relationship-wise, you will be alone. This isn't a fair representation of your monetary situation though, but I just feel like you're choosing to step out and live as an individual. You don't want to be restrained. You're going to be taking it slow. We have the Hanged Man again. Oh my gosh. Gosh. Why? Because this person, it's unexpected, hot and cold. They're determined, but they're not committed. And your point of view on them hasn't changed. So you need to, it's like you're going, well, what the heck is wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. The energy you're receiving is so confused. No wonder you don't understand it. There's nothing wrong with you, Group 3. You have so much love to offer someone, okay? You have a lot of love, and you deserve this. This is the 10 of Cups. You will have a successful future, but I do feel like this hermit mode business is something that you do need to go through. This is a future love. So Spirit is saying that you'll leave a light on for this person, but you deserve this happiness primarily. You deserve to focus on this happiness, and your actions, goodness. Oh, here we go. I was like, why do we have this? There's a lot. Okay. Yeah, this person is just a bit hasty, and I feel like you don't want to rush things. they're going to want to speed things up, or they're going to charge and you're not going to want to charge. In 3 months' time, you're going to be a completely different person, group 3. You will have been through it. You're going to be so strong and so capable. It's important that you recognize your power, though. Spirit is saying that you're not going to rush in with this love business. You're going to take your time. You're going to be cautious. You're going to be very hesitant. Because you're going to be taking on a lot of new beginnings in your life. You're going to have projects. You're going to have something to focus on that you weren't initially focusing on. And it's going to require you to be open to opportunities, because you're going to feel inexperienced, but this has the potential to grow into something quite significant. So Spirit, COVID-19, 3 months from now, what is the advice for these people in group number 3 for now? What is the advice for now? What should group 3 be doing right now to ensure success in 3 months' time? Spirit says it's okay to walk away from something that is no longer serving you, okay? With this 8 of Cups business, emotionally, it is okay to feel. It is safe to feel that it is time to walk away, okay? Spirit saying, please do not isolate yourself unhealthily. We have the 9 of Swords twice, suffering in silence. We know that you're experiencing a lot of pain right now. There will be a bright horizon. If it hasn't presented itself to you soon, you will see it soon, okay? This is the opportunity to end something in order to start something new. What else, Spirit? Spirit is saying, please, 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 please embrace your Empress quality. You have so much growth and abundance lurking just beneath the surface of you. You are this figure that inspires other people by simply feeding that love within yourself. Spirit isn't asking you to extend that love anywhere. You simply have to radiate that from within, okay? With this Empress, you can see her heart chakra is fully activated, but she also has her 7, 6, and 5 chakra activated, as well as her solar plexus, the 3rd chakra. So I really feel that for many of you, it's a time to embrace these tools. You have a strong intuition, group 3. We have the Empress twice and 3 there. I'm just hearing 3, 3, 3. You have a strong intuition. You are instigators of change. You have a lot of abundance coming. You have a lot of opportunity. You're not being asked to extend this but beyond yourself. Please don't fix anybody else. Don't help anybody else except yourself. Now is the time to really nurture yourself and to allow yourself the opportunity to grow. Please know that this missed opportunity may have happened for a very specific reason. There are other options out there waiting for you to take. I really feel like, you've missed this 4th cup, but you have all these other beginnings happening. It does feel like there was a false start in love here with the Ace of Cups reversed, but Spirit is guiding you to pour that back into yourself. Look at where this bowl is going. If I'm holding this card, that love is going straight back up into me. So Spirit just really wants you to pour this love into yourself, heal those wounds, and really move forward. You will be successful. It is going to be a holistic journey. It's not one single thing. Spirit wants to appreciate that you've been through so much, okay? There's a lot of change happening and your future looks very different now, but it also has a lot of opportunity for growth and a lot of opportunity for love, but that all starts within. So please don't hesitate. You have a lot of determination here, and you really need to start turning your intuition on and paying attention to the messages that are coming to you. Spirit is saying they're trying to give you a fresh perspective. They're trying to help you balance your energy. They're trying to give you justice, and they really want you to start listening to the messages you are receiving, because you will be successful. And this whole situation was guided to make you wiser, to make you more aware that you don't need to conform and fit into little boxes, okay? There are other ways to be successful. There are other options for your future, and it doesn't involve limiting yourself or binding yourself to one particular outcome. You deserve options, you deserve choices, and there is a purer, more balanced love out there for you. You will receive more clarity and wisdom, but the time is not now. It is time to release that expectation of communication from the other person, because it isn't coming from them. It starts from within, okay? It's time to foster this new beginning for yourself, Do not wait around for this person, okay? Spirit says you haven't been productive with this period of isolation. It's really important that you continue to facilitate growth. You continue to work through your healing. This wasn't meant to stagnate you. This was supposed to be a period of inspiration to help you grow. You are a being of light, and you promote so much inspiration and hope for others simply by being you. But we acknowledge that you're currently experiencing a lot of heartache, a lot of loss, and you have pain that you need to heal, to go through. Spirit does want to say that there's certain things that you're unsure about, that undecided about. You feel as though you have a choice to make, but actually your only thing that you need to do is trust your intuition. Trust your intuition, because some of these decisions aren't yours to make. You must release them to Spirit, and Spirit will make these decisions. So that's where I'm going to cut it. Otherwise, I will go through the whole deck, and that has happened before. So I'm going to cut it short there, Group 3. I hope that offered you clarity. I was really shocked, actually, by how these readings came out. So please let me know down below if any of this resonates now, but I'd be curious to know if in 3 months' time these messages have even more weighting on them, or more sort of understanding of why they were delivered when they were. Please look after yourself, Group 3. Continue to be the wonderful people that you are. You deserve love, you deserve happiness, and I really hope to reconnect with you in future as well. Thank you. Bye.